Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to West Lafayette, Indiana. Welcome to Ross-Ade Stadium. Welcome to Purdue. Ladies and welcome to College Football 26, and it is time to get Week 1 started with our Purdue Boilermakers Dynasty. What's up, everyone? King of Cobra 73 here, and today, people, we finally kick off our new dynasty. And today, your Purdue Boilermakers will be taking on the Ball State Cardinals. This is supposed to be, the big money game. One of the big money games for Ball State. We pay them, come to us, play us, and everything. Supposed to be one of the big money games. So this is expected to be a win for Purdue, as Nitro Tuggle will be taking the kickoff here for Purdue, and it is a team led by Purdue legend Mike Allstott. Coach Barry Odom had to take a leave of absence from the team, had to leave the team just weeks before the season started due to personal and family issues. And the first play is going to be a handoff to Maccabee. And that'll be about a gain of 3. 3rd and 7 coming up. Ryan Brown, the quarterback, scrambling around to his left-hand side. Going deep, looking for the tight end Orals, and not able to connect there as the ball was overthrown. So it's going to be Quay Ashley and this Ball State offense coming out to the field with his quarterback, Kyle Kelly. And it's going to be Ashley with the handoff. Ashley gets a gain of 4. 3rd and 3 now coming up. Are they able to pick up the first down? And it doesn't look like it'll be a first down. So Purdue will get the ball back. And it's going to be a handoff to Maccabee. Maccabee rumbling and breaking a tackle for the first down. Brown, handoff to Thomas. The transfer from West Virginia will get the gain. 2nd and 1, gain of 9. And it'll be 2nd and 1 on that play. As Purdue will pick up the first down with Denalon Morset on that last play. Here's Chauncey Magwood, the transfer out of UCF, gets the first down. Brown bringing his offense down the field. It is going to be Maccabee. Maccabee with a carry. Maccabee out to the outside. Maccabee up to 3 carries for 40 yards now. Maccabee leading this team. And so is Ryan Brown, Thomas, and relief of Maccabee. It's going to be a quick little screen there. RPO. That one goes to Ross, the transfer from USC. And he gets a gain of 6 on the play. Maccabee looking for the first down. Maccabee gets 3 on that play. 3rd and 1 now up the field. Maccabee gets the first down. Is he able to get in his own? No. Both backs, Maccabee and Thomas, out on the field here. Thomas will power his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Boilermakers. Malachi Thomas, the first player to score in the dynasty. It is the transfer from Virginia Tech who gets into the end zone as Kyle Kelly and Quay Ashley come back out. And the thing about this, both players are dual threats per se. Ashley can get it done on the ground and through the air, while Kelly can get it done through the air and ground as well. Another dump off the Magwood there, gain of 5 on the play. Purdue is a team that gained a lot of players through the transfer portal, and there's Denalon Morset, one of the only players to stay with this team, and Morset is expected to do big things for this team this year. As Justin Thomas gets to Ryan Brown and takes him down. And at the end of 1, Purdue leads by 7. Third and 12 coming up. Brown back to pass. Brown hit as he thrown, looking for the tight end. And that will be... the kick would be no good there, and that is honestly just because the power wasn't there. Angle was good, but the power wasn't there. If he had put a little bit more power into that kick, it definitely would have been a kick. Kick would have definitely gone in, and we would be looking at a 10-0 lead right now. However, no power into that kick, and we are looking still at a 7-0 lead. 3rd and 4 now coming up for the Cardinals, though. And that's Kelly rolling out to his left. Kelly looking down the field. Intercepted by Tony. And the Boilermakers will get the ball back. Tony says, not today. And I think he was looking for Magwood on that throw. I'm not sure who he was looking for. But Richard Tony Jr. with the interception. Rolling out left. Looking deep. And it's just a beautiful throw picked up there. And it is going to be our ball. And Maccabee gets the carry. Maccabee up the middle of the field. Up to 63 yards on his 6th carry now. Brown back to pass. Brown finding Morset again. Denylon Morset now leading the way in the receiving room. Back to pass. Going for Morset. Can Morset go up and catch it? No, but he had Ross open underneath. That was definitely the way to go. But Brown and Morset have this relationship, and Earls had the ball. Just wasn't able to connect on it, catch it. That's a 2nd drop. And this time the power was there, but the accuracy wasn't. So you're keeping Ball State in the game. What could be a potentially 13-0 game is still 7-0. That's 2 kicks that just did not go your way. Kyle Kelly now going deep, looking for a receiver, but that is overthrown and thrown out of bounds. The receiver had no chance. So we look for a punt now, and back to receive this punt is Michael Jackson, the 3rd. Jackson spinning off 1 tackle. Jackson now going left-hand side. Jackson to the 40, approaching the 50, to the 40 again, approaching the 30. Beautiful punt return by Michael Jackson, the 3rd. And Purdue is in business. There's Charles Ross with the 1st down on the play. And it's going to be Maccabee again. 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining in this half here. Purdue up by 7. Looking for the tight end more that time. And it is 3rd and inches now coming up. And it's going to be a handoff. Maccabee. Maccabee from the 10. End zone. Touchdown, Purdue. And Purdue will go up 14-0 at the half. And Maccabee doing a little gritty in the end zone. Maccabee making it look easy for Purdue as they come out with a 14-0 lead now. Dumping off. And Hershey McLaurin on the tackle there. 2nd and 7 now. Kelly looking, and Kelly is going down. It is going to be a sack for Purdue. CJ Nunnally on the sack there. And look at this, Nunnally just getting through, getting through 2 defenders even. And that'll bring up 3rd and 13. And Kyle Kelly was able to complete that pass, 1st down coming up for the Cardinals. Dumping it off and trying to move this team down the field, trying to get them in scoring position before the half. 2nd and 9, 40 seconds remaining. They have used 1 timeout, dumping it off to Ashley, and Ashley was able to stay in bounds, which is not what he wanted. He wanted to get out of bounds, so Ball State uses a timeout. 3rd and 3 now coming up, and Kelly going deep. And I think that was Ashley he found on that play. So Ball State looking to kick a field goal before this time runs out of the half, and they do get on the board. So there's no shutout here at all at the half. But, Purdue has missed 2 key kicks here, so it could be a 20-3 lead that they have. But it is 14-3. Ball State still in it, and Ball State not out of it yet, as Purdue leads 14-3 at the half. We return from the half. Ball State will receive the opening half kickoff, and it's going to be Kyle Kelly looking to scramble, gets a gain of 6, sliding to avoid the hit. Kelly back to pass. Kelly looking left. Kelly, oh my goodness, that ball was snatched up in the air. Purdue defense is definitely looking for another turnover there, as now Ashley now running the ball. Gain of 5 from Ashley. And Ball State may have figured out this Purdue defense that likes to blitz a lot. A man open, but the ball just overthrown and too high. Blitz was definitely coming, and Magwood with his 3rd catch of the game gets another dump off and a quick throw there. It's going to be a handoff to Maccabee, and Maccabee up to 90 yards on 11 carries. Ryan Brown looking for that little wide receiver stream. There's Ross on the play, and Ross gets a big gain on that play. Brown eclipses 100 yards on that one. Brown back to pass. Brown looking, and going to be sacked on that play. Had no one open. Believe he should have thrown that one away. Ryan Brown now back to pass. Ryan Brown, Nylon Morset on the play. We're going to get it right. And it's going to be Maccabee out of the gun on the carry. Maccabee gets about 6 on the play. Ball on the 6-yard line. Brown back to pass. Brown finds Morset for the Purdue touchdown. And Purdue will extend their lead. It is now a 20-3 ball game here in West Lafayette. And it's going to be Ball State trying to drive the ball down the field. These in-state rivals. And it's going to be sacked on the play. Sean Seabrooks on the sack on that time. And I had to bring up 3rd and 14 for this next play for the Cardinals. Seabrooks just gets through the tackle like easily. This Purdue defense does like to bring a lot of pressure. And he's going down once again. That time I believe C.J. Madden was on the play. Our top 3 edge rushers have been involved in sacks and tackles for loss all game. That is exactly what you love to see coming from the team. Jackson again on the punt return, taken down immediately that time. Brown, high snap it looked like, but recover, and Maccabee now eclipses 100 yards over the day. Brown back to pass. Brown finding the Nylon Morset on the play again. I told you we'll get it right. Brown back to pass. Brown looking deep, and Brown intercepted. I wouldn't say that was the smartest decision. Looking for Magwood on the play. He was double covered, and that is what happens when you throw into double coverage. You just get intercepted, and Ball State able to intercept that one, and now Ball State, with this quarter about to end, with the 3rd about to end, having a chance to make the ball, bring the ball down the field, and make the game a lot more interesting. As we do enter the 4th quarter, Purdue up 21-3. Third and 1 as we start the 4th quarter. It's going to be Ashley. And Ashley breaks some ankles. And that is a first down. He believed that was Darius Coffey's ankles he breaks on that play. Dumping it off. And a host of Purdue defenders led by Manny Powell makes the stop. 3rd and 5. Ashley up the middle of the field again. Quay Ashley is putting it all on the field. Him and Kyle Kelly are. Kelly back to pass. Kelly finds one man open. 2nd and 3 now on the play. And he's going down once again. Seabrooks with the sack. His 2nd sack of the game. And Kyle Kelly is just asking the offensive line where the block's at. Kelly back to pass. Kelly has a man open. And beautiful throw deep downfield by Kyle Kelly on that one. And now that's Ashley with a beautiful spin move. And now Ashley and Kelly, they're in the red zone here. And it's going to be a handoff to Ashley. And he is denied the end zone. 4th and 6 now. 5 minutes, 10 seconds remaining in the game. And that just seems way too easy. I believe that is Magwood on the catch. It is. And I do believe Magwood is the one who made that big catch down the field as well. Brown. Back to pass, flipping it to denial on Morset. And Morset gets a gain of 6 on the play. Purdue's going to do what they can to try to keep make sure Ball State doesn't get the ball again. For sure. More Maccabee with a good juke move there. 2nd and 8 now, and Purdue is just letting this clock tick out. Not Morset that time. That was Maccabee. Morset on the fake. And yeah, Purdue is just taking this time off the clock. That's going to be Maccabee again up the middle of the field. And Ball State starting to use their timeouts. 36 seconds to the 2-minute timeout. Maccabee cutting back left-hand side of the field. And Ball State uses this yet another timeout. Brown back to pass. Brown looking for Maccabee. And that is a catch. No, it wasn't. It was dropped last second, it looked like. So the Cardinals have one more chance. You have 2 minutes remaining in the game. You're down by 2 scores, but now you're going down with a sack. I believe that was Harkless on the sack. I'm not too sure. Could not get a clean look at that jersey. But 4th and 1 now coming up for the Cardinals. Ash Kelly going to take this one up the middle of the field. And Ball State trying to make this one interesting. Looking for defense. Oh, wow. And Kelly is just dealing. Just throwing dots. Kelly to the end zone. Ball batted away. 2nd and 10 now. Kelly letting his receiver know something. And it's going to be Kelly making the run. And Kelly into the end zone. Touchdown, Ball State. And all of a sudden we have a 21-17 game. Or not. Ball State going for 2. Batted away. And they're going to go for the onside kick. It does not get the bounce. Morset recovers. And that is going to be your ball game as Ryan Brown is going to take a knee here. And that'll be it. 21-16 is the final score. 13 points scored in that 4th quarter for Ball State. And you got to think, those 6 points that Purdue left on the field, it'd be 27-16. But does Purdue make the game a lot closer? Well, Purdue definitely made the game a lot closer than what it should have been. But you know what? A win is a win, and Coach Mike Allstott is going to take that into the record books. 21-16 is your final score here as Purdue gets, ready for Delaware next week. So, honestly, I feel like I could have played a lot better in this game. I feel like I played a lot more, per se, passive maybe. I played a lot more careful. Watching back, I do see like a lot of mistakes I made, like throws I could have made. lanes I could have ran in. So, and I think it's going to be like that a lot, trying to play safe with the team, trying not to throw a lot of interceptions, because I tend to throw a lot of interceptions when I get reckless. Like, I do that. And the kicks I missed, that one, I didn't put the power meter all the way up, and then the other one was just an accuracy issue. I put the bar a little too far to the left. So, those missed kicks were my fault. Not on the kicker. But, you know what? A win is a win, and we'll take it back home with us, because next week we face the new team, the Delaware Fighting Blue Hens. So episode 2, week 2 will come out. Well, this is episode 2 technically. Week 2 will come out. You know what? Let's shoot for tomorrow. Today's Saturday, so we'll shoot for tomorrow, Sunday. Yeah, let's do that. So you guys, thank you for watching, and subscribe for more Purdue content. Boiler up.